The tarot. What is the tarot? Mysterious, cult-like, tool for spiritual development? Anita Burns, expert on the tarot, has created a special home study course that will enlighten you and teach you how to use this tool for your own personal and spiritual development. Hi, Anita.
Hi.
What do you have here?
I have something called tarot cards. And tarot is one of the most useful, in my opinion, one of the most useful tools you can have for both oracle divination and for self-exploration. So you can use them yourself to help unlock your inner id, as some people say, to help create a more intuitive self. You can answer questions, you can solve problems and so forth, just using the tarot.
Okay, now is this something that's going to tell me if I'm going to get a new job or get married or divorced, depending on which one I am, or? Well,
you know, yes and no, because we all live our lives in cycles and windows of opportunity, and our lives come together in such a complicated way that it's hard to kind of sort out what is inevitable and what is not. But when I do a reading for someone and they ask a question like that, am I going to get married? I can look at the cards and see if there is a probability that those energies are coming together that would create that kind of an atmosphere or an aura, or if the energies are coming together so that was a possibility. If they're already engaged and they say, is this marriage going to go through, I can look at the cards and see the probabilities of yes or no. But we all have free will. So if I, for example, picked up, in answer to that question, if I picked up the Fool card is just starting on something. It's starting on a new journey. It's beginning something new. So if this person were engaged and said, is this marriage going to go through, and I just got this card, the chances are pretty good.
Okay, well, it says the Fool. Would that mean I'd be a fool for getting married? Again? I know some people who are afraid of tarot cards because they've been taught they're evil or of the devil. Can you tell me a little bit about what you think that's about?
I think that that anything outside of the narrow edicts of the church or the religion that whoever is afraid of them are in is often put in as evil or the devil simply because it's either not understood or they're perhaps afraid that people might find out that what they're telling them isn't the whole story or something of that sort. I want a shameless plug about my course. Is the tarot is divided into 5 different sections, 2 major sections, and the second section is 4 minor sections. The first major section is called the Major Arcana, and it consists of cards running from 0, the Fool, to 21, the World. So there are 22 cards in what are called the Major Arcana, and these are the big hitters. These are the master cards. These have the big message, right? And then the other rest of the deck is divided into 4 suits of wands, which represent fire, element, passion, and action. Then there's cups, which represents emotions and intuitiveness.
That's water.
That's water, thank you. And then swords, which in most traditions are air, although sometimes the air and fire are switched, although I go with air. And that has to do with mind and thinking and logic. And then we have earth, which is pentacles or coins, and that has to do with our earthly existence, safety, abundance, money, that kind of thing.
And they're divided, actually, aren't they, into 2 separate parts?
Yeah, 2 separate parts. There are the court cards, which are the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. And then the numbered cards, which are, aces through 10. What I was going to say about my course is that there is an abundance of information out about the major arcana. and the symbolism in it. I mean, you can pick up hundreds and hundreds of books and probably thousands of websites that talk about the symbolism and what it means and the meaning of the major arcana cards. And yet, the minor arcana cards are just as full of symbolism as the major arcana. And there's very little information about it. It took me years of study and research to combine the symbolism from the major arcana into the minor arcana. That in my course, at least, the minor arcana are as rich in meaning and importance as the major arcana.
Now, I know there are lots of different decks available. Which deck do you use in your course?
I use the rider-waite deck, and the reason I use the rider-waite deck, that was designed, I believe, in the 1920s, is because it combines, for me anyway, it combines the most useful amount of tarot symbolism in the way of astrology, numerology, archetypal, such as Jungian archetypes, Kabbalah, and colors and sacred geometry. It's all in these cards, and I've not found any other deck yet that has that much in the way of symbolism. And that's why I use the rider-waite. Although in my profession I use the rider-waite deck, I use a Robin Wood deck, which I like very much. In fact, some of the Robin Wood cards with symbolism I like even better. And then I also use a deck called the Rohrig deck, I think from Germany, that is out of print. But for learning, the rider-waite is absolutely the best. Every little knit, every little line, dot, color, shape, position, everything has a meaning in these cards. Now, that some people might say, oh, you know, I'll never learn all that stuff. That's a huge amount of time invested in learning. But it really isn't, because there is a consistency across the elements and across the cards that make it much easier to learn than people would think. And it makes sense.
Okay. What can people expect from your course, and how long is it?
Well, the course they can take as long or as little as they want, since it's a home study course. They can take years to learn it if they want, or they can do it in a month. It's that easy. I think there are 20 lessons, and they are divided from major arcana and minor arcana. And on the cards, on the lessons, I have pictures of the cards with a magnifying glass that brings out which piece I'm talking about, and put it together in a way that is sequentially learned, something I learned how to teach from my NLP training, that helps the information go in much easier.
If someone wants to find out more about this, where should they go?
Go to my website, which is metastudies.com, METASTUDIES. There's information about it there, or you can order the course there. They can also email me at anitaburns.info.
Okay. The tarot really isn't as scary as some people make it out to be, and is a wonderful opportunity for you to learn more about yourself and others. Thank you.